Hi everyone, it's Wendy. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Um, been busy. Had to have some surgery, so been recovering. I want to show you an album I make. Um, if you follow me, you know I'm not really into making Halloween albums because sometimes I think they're a little childish, and I don't see because I have no young kids myself. I don't have a need for them, but I have found some paper that is Halloween that I used, and it's a more adult type paper. Um, I found it at Joann's. It's called Dark Fairytale. It's by Die Cuts with a View. One page I did not use that I wish I could have, but I didn't make my album big enough, is this one. But I may use that for something. Excuse me, something else. Oh, I got the hiccups. Um, I will be posting a super large haul video that's from like Joann's, Michael's, Tuesday Mornings, Hobby Lobby, Country Craft Creations, Orchard Crafts, which is a new one. Don't remember who else. Those are the five I remember. Anyways, on to the album. It's a gatefold, and that's how it looks on the inside. Once you get it put back together, it doesn't seem to like to be put back together. It's an alternating fold binding. That means there's a binding on this side and a binding on this side, and there's 6 pages. I probably could have gone with 3, 2 on one side and 3 on the other, but I wanted the 6. And it is, I just sort of hurriedly cleaned up my desk. I've been working. I just finished it. So this ends up being approximately 6 3/4 by 6 5/8. Um, the width here is almost 2 inches. I have this hinge here. It's loose. Thought I had that tightened down. This one is. This one is. I'll have to add some glue underneath there. Tim Holtz makes these, but this isn't Tim Holtz. This is the Hobby Lobby brand. Whatever the Hobby Lobby brand is, Curious Finds or whatever. So it opens up like this, and this had 2 pages of cutouts, and I used all but 2 of the large and 2 of the small. Oh, 2 of the smaller ones, which are this size. Now, the pockets are the same as far as how they look, and I did do some of the same papers on them, but some of them I did differently. The first pocket for both of these, it's a side mounted pocket that's closest to the spine. I do have 2 of these mats in here with white on the back. And on the back of these, you can see I did an offset flaps, and there's a mirror there. So, you know, this is a large area for pictures. These are for pictures. There is a magnet in there. This was one of the sticker elements, and I added it to both pages. Then we have, this is called a lay flat. Oh, there it is. A lay flat pocket. And I got it from Country Craft Creations, and it's a neat pocket. You can actually make it so it's like 3 different tiers, or you can make it 2, however you want to do it. I did 3. So I have these two smaller mats here, and then I have, this is one of the larger mats, and it comes with lines, and I thought that was neat to put in there so that they can journal. And of course there's a mat on the back. So both of these pockets, they have the same paper for the layers here, which is this polka dot that is embossed with the pink that has the embossed hearts on it. The background paper is different. Now you open that up. I gotta fix that. There is a crisscross pocket, again with another large mat. Now something happened here, so I'm gonna have to modify it. This is supposed to be like this. There is a magnet in there. I may end up doing a little tie around so that this doesn't fall as much, because it's supposed to look like this one. I don't know if it's the cardstock. I think I got a bad batch of cardstock from Hobby Lobby. But anyways, so this is an up and down flip. I love this paper because you got the apple with the bite out of it. Now, I got busy putting mats down and I forgot I had to put these down. So I got creative. So I cut some of the paper that I didn't use for a lot of things, and this has roses on it and it had a border. So I cut it and did it as kind of a design element. Okay, on the back of these, which is actually the last page, and ooh, didn't realize there was black ink on there. Okay. Oh well. Might have to redo these. I don't think my black ink dried. That's all right. I can redo them. But these are belly band, and then I have these little booklets, and as you can see, they're offset, and it's all white. I might add, I've got still some of the stickers, so I'll probably add those to that once I redo them, because I've got black ink on the white. May end up doing is just cutting design paper and putting on there. But as you can see on each side, they have these windows and then these bats. They're kind of glittery bats. So I put them there. Then I did a waterfall. And then I did this picture, which is what I used on the front cover. So, putting it back together. I offset these. I made this so that this binding had a 1/2 inch here, whereas this binding only had a 1/4 inch here. So that hopefully I can get this to go back. So I'm still not sure why that is. It's a creative opportunity. Let's put it that way. Creative opportunity. There is a magnet there. It works on the other one. So as you can see, you alternate the pages. And I found that standing it up and doing it kind of works a little better, because it's not cooperating now. There we go. I think that's what happened to that one. It got caught and ripped. So I'm going to have to do something else there. What is it? Okay. Sorry, I was so happy when I finished it. I can always put that there for now. So, if I bring them in, it closes. I think if I give this to someone, I'm going to have to give them instructions how to close it. Oh dear. But there you go. I think next time I'm going to put a slightly wider binding on it because I think my back waterfall is what's causing some of the issues. I mean, I did a 1/4 inch spacing between, so, but I actually like this paper so much I went out and bought another packet of it, so I may make another one and just see if I can improve on this one. If nothing else, I'll keep this here at home and use it as a sample of one. I just noticed that. If you look here, I have wider here on this side, and I have wider here. So I alternated it. Okay. So yeah, so I think what I will do is I will make my back covers probably about a 1/4 inch bigger and start my bindings. Maybe a 1/2 inch bigger. I think that will do it. Is do a 1/2 inch bigger and start my bindings up about a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch from here. But I found when I've done this type of album, by alternating how wide the back of the hinge is, so that you have one that's wider on the back and one that's wider on the front. That way they should lie better. And maybe I should do, because my pages seem awfully thick, do a 1/2 inch in between. So I think this one I'm going to keep here at home. Maybe I'll ask my sisters and my nieces and nephews for Halloween pictures and I'll put them in here. That will do it. Now I'll just make another one with all the corrections. Like I said, there's going to be a humongous haul video coming up, and I should start posting hopefully a little sooner. I got a great opportunity that came up. In our city, we're doing open air art thing. I think it's what it's called. Anyways, it's down at a park here near our zoo. I live in Kansas City. It's over in Swoop Park near the Kansas City Zoo, which is kind of neat because my uncle kind of helped got the little train that runs around the zoo, fund it and set up and everything. My aunt used to do those viewers, you know, you put in a 1/4 and you could see distance, you know, you can watch the animals in it. She had that account for many years. But anyways, I got invited to go down to Swoop Park to this art festival, and they have what they call a maker's tent. And it's for people like me who do things like this and sell them. And it started in September and it's going through the end of October, and this will probably be the only weekend I do it unless I can convince my husband to let me do it in 2 weeks. I don't know if I can or not. He's a little grumpy right now because I'm cutting into his playtime with his friend. But like I told him, I said, honey, it gets me more exposure. And maybe I can move out because I want to make more stuff, but I can't because I already have stock. I need to move out stuff so I can make more stock. He says we'll talk about it. So, but at least I got him to agree to this weekend. So I think that's a great opportunity. And I've also been doing the second Saturdays handmade market, which is a group I've belonged to for several years now. We used to do it in a stone place. They did stone working, and a lot of their stone, almost all their stone came from Jerusalem, which was recycled stone, and they're famous for it. They're featured in magazines and everything. And we had to change the venue, so we tried a couple different venues, and we've been looking for a venue. We finally got invited to a place, and it's an art gallery, which is kind of strange because you have all these handcrafted items in with this art, and some of this art is so gorgeous, and there's some pieces in there that if I had the extra money, I would buy them. I mean, really, if I had $10,000, I would buy art from here because these pieces are great. And it's by local artists in the area. So on the second Saturday of the month, except for January, we set up us artists, and we have anywhere from 5 to 10 vendors, sometimes 15. So I mean, it's a small show, but we have like I'm in a conference room. We have 2 or 3 other rooms that we can use. We have the main areas that we can utilize. You know, we set up and we do our show, and we bring, not only do we brought business into this place, because this is the second year now that it's been open, and this is the end of our first year. We've been getting more notice because we have kind of a permanent place now. So our followers are coming back, that always went to this when we were down at the Stone Place. And we started the drawing thing back up, which is where every vendor contributes an item, and every time someone buys something from that vendor, they get a ticket or an entry into the drawing, which is for this whole bag full of items that all of us crafters have made and contributed. So it's like you get it all. And we've started that back, and that was always real popular. So I'm anxious because I've had to take the summer off, and in September my father-in-law died, and I had surgery about 3 weeks before, and I kind of overdid it trying to help my husband and my in-laws. So when I came home, we came home in time, and I was going to do the second Saturday in September, but I was running about 100-degree fever. My husband told me no, and he took my car keys. So I couldn't do it. So I'm anxious to get back to it, because hopefully all my stuff is done with, and that. So I'm looking forward to it. I just did a show last weekend, and it was one I do a lot. I have done for the last 3 or 4 years, and I enjoyed myself. I really like doing the shows because it gets me out there. It gets me talking to people. I get out of the house, and I have people who come and look for me as I do these shows year after year. They go, "Oh, you made me this. Can you make me another one?" Like, yeah. What colors do you want? You know, a lot of it's mini albums and recipe albums that people have me do. I've started out into some of the vinyl stuff. I don't do the shirts and that. Mine are mostly the pictures, and I do on slate. I do coasters, you know. Anyways, I'll do a little show of what I've done. If you find my Facebook channel, you can see examples. But that's what's been up with me. So you got to see my practice one. And I'll show you the other one once I get it done. I really wanted to work with this paper, and I kept thinking, okay, I don't think I'm allowing enough, but I'm going to see. I'm going to work it and see what happens. So like I said, this one's going to be for me, and I'm going to get my nieces and nephews and sisters to send me some Halloween pictures to put in it. And I'll make another one because I have a whole nother pad of paper with the adjustments I talked about. So thank you for watching. And like I said, be on the lookout for that big haul video. Probably take an hour. And we'll see you later. Bye.